I can tell the story from the corporate point of view, but the story is best told from somebody who's experienced life as a cancer patient at SickKids. And it's a great pleasure for me to introduce her now. And you may wonder what I'm holding in my hand. These are called bravery beads. Each bead represents a poke, a treatment, some kind of medical intervention. And these are our speaker's bravery beads. There are over 650 beads here, which represent all of the various interventions she's had at SickKids. She spent 841 days at the hospital in either chemo or other treatments in order to be able to have her cancer looked after, and I'm pleased to say that it is. And so I'd like you to welcome a wonderful and remarkable young woman, Helena Kirk, to tell her story. Helena, come on up.
Why don't you tell them what some of the beads are for?
These are finger pokes, chemo, spinal tap, cord access.
My husband took her into the pediatrician, and the pediatrician put her on antibiotics and said, but she looks a little pale. Let's just run some blood work. Our whole world went upside down, and we're watching chemo go into our 3-year-old daughter's body and seeing her wheeled into a surgery. And I mean, I think for John and I, those are days that we can never erase from our memory. It's devastating that this happened to us, but since it did happen to us, how grateful we are that we are living in Toronto and can come to SickKids and get the best care in the world. There was no delays, no hesitation, no wait. It was just everything happened like that. Sit down, honey. It's fun, right? We go to the playroom and it's fun, and we get to see Camp Ooch staff, and that's fun. And she loves the Starlight Playroom and the therapeutic clowns.
She's the one who actually gets us through it. She just takes everything as it comes. She deals with it. And then she just waits for the time when she can be happy. Like this.
Don't, you silly girl.
She's more than inspirational.
And my cancer is all gone. And I'm really happy about that.
We think cancer sucks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like the buttons.
Yeah, we have a button that says cancer sucks too.
See? Cancer sucks.
Hi there. As you've probably guessed, that was me. That was for the SickKids lottery. And it was in the middle of my treatment. That's why my hair was so short and I was a little pipsqueak. But I really enjoyed having the cameras follow me around that day in my fancy dress. A few things about me. I'm 13 years old now. I'm a blue belt in Hapkido and karate. I'm an honors student heading to high school in the fall. I want to be a pediatric oncologist at SickKids, and I'm a cancer survivor. So, really, in the end, I was the one who won the lottery. So, I owe my life to SickKids. Without the life-saving research and treatment I received, I wouldn't exist today, let alone be standing here in front of you all tonight. I have many good memories from my time in the hospital, though it may not seem like it. Good memories from the playrooms, to yelling across the atrium to clowns on different floors, and even to my hospital room, where the doctors and nurses would have some fun. I'm not exactly sure that adults have the same experience in their hospitals, nor do they have the luxury of seeing things through the innocent perspective of a small child. But every day, no matter how painful or how sick I felt, I got high fives, hugs, and even some silly fun from the doctors and nurses, who were amazing and still are. Another thing that helped me through the tough times in treatment was Camp Ooch. And every summer I was just allowed to be a kid in Muskoka for 2 weeks, and it didn't matter how sick I was either. They have a full medical staff for the kids who need chemo or just aren't feeling well. It was a great place to meet new friends, create memories, and just be a normal kid for once. I still go to Ooch, and in fact I came from there this morning, and I'm going back tomorrow. And I'm going to friends that understand me at a level that my other friends just can't. And I have to level with you. As happy as I am to be here tonight as this year's boat rally ambassador, it's been a hard year. I've lost 6 of my friends, despite all their courage, strength, determination, wit, and resilience. They were and always will be a big part of my life, because they're the reason that I'm standing in front of you tonight. They're the reason I advocate for childhood cancer. Jaden was my best friend, and she was the bravest, smartest, and most fun person you would ever meet. Like, her smile could light up a room. She was the most charismatic person I've ever met, and it was heartbreaking when she passed away. And a few of you may remember her from her previous years at this event. My friend Emma was a competitive dancer, a gymnast, and she could fly on a trampoline like you've never seen anyone do before. She never let her cancer or her amputation decide who she wanted to be and what she wanted to do. Some of you may remember her from when she was the car rally ambassador in 2017. Avery was the biggest Raptors fan, and the team really adopted her as their favorite fan. And when I was watching the NBA Finals, every time I saw the ball bounce on that rim just before going in, I pictured her with her little angel wings tipping it in that hoop. Marlo was an energetic young SickKids ambassador who's known for her role in the Versus campaign, where she set down the first brick to build a new SickKids. Owen was always smiling, and his joy for life was contagious. He loved Camp Ooch, and I hung out with him many times there. Aiden had a warrior spirit and a great sense of humor to go with that strength and courage. These were the friends I loved and who were taken before their time by cancer, along with many other kids, because it's the #1 cause of death by disease of Canadian kids. In fact, every 6 hours, a new kid is diagnosed with cancer. So it's definitely not rare. I've been asked this question many times. You survived. Why don't you just walk away? Forget it all. Like, it's behind you. Stop with it. And my answer to this is, I can't. My friends haven't been able to walk away. Like my friends Jake and Catherine. They've been fighting for over 10 years with their cancer. And I can't walk away from the friends that I love and look up to. They need my support, they need my support in hard times, and I really need theirs. They may just be kids, but they're some of the bravest, the strongest, the coolest, the most fun, the most intelligent people. And they're so mature. They've aged beyond their years. They're truly amazing. And they carried me during my 841 days of chemotherapy and my many years of recovery. And now I stand with them and I fight with them. And I can't walk away. When I was 11, I was selected by SickKids and the Children's Miracle Network to be the champion child presented by Walmart. During that year, I went to Ottawa, and I decided that I wanted to talk to our nation's leaders about my friends and what the federal government could do to ensure more Canadian kids would survive cancer. I was able to speak to the Prime Minister, the Minister of Health, the Minister of Science, and many MPs. They listened to me and encouraged me, and in fact the Prime Minister made a point of finding me at the end of the photo op where I met him to tell me, don't stop doing what you're doing. And you know what, I didn't. I founded my own advocacy group. I spent the last 2 years being the voice for cancer kids and families. I made it a point to speak from the heart to anyone who has influence or power in this country. And my goal is clear. We need more pathways for cancer kids to get the trials and treatments they need to save their lives. I got the support of 30 leading Canadian oncologists who helped me understand that although this is the golden age of cancer research, the health system has many barriers and in fact excludes kids in many ways. For instance, there have only been 6 drugs approved for cancer kids in the last 35 years by Health Canada. Emma, who I told you about before, she had the same cancer as Terry Fox, and she had the exact same treatments. And she died the same way because of a relapse. I've been working hard to open up pathways for kids to get fast, fair, and safe access to trials and treatments, no matter where they live in Canada or how much money they have. These trials and treatments are for my friends that have no more options left. And there are many kids and their families staring at hospital room ceilings, praying for a chance at one of those life-saving pathways. But tonight, I also want to talk about where most of those pathways will take them, right to SickKids. We're entering the golden age of cancer research, and SickKids is determined to be at the leading edge of the trials and treatments that will become more specialized and personalized for each child. Things like precision medicine, immunotherapy, and bone marrow transplants that are so complex that it's not feasible to have in every hospital. Hold on, sorry, page stuck together. SickKids treats approximately 1/4 of all childhood cancer patients across Canada. The size and complexity of the patient population at SickKids is being matched by new and more specialized medical care. The truth is that SickKids is the place where Canadian kids with the toughest cases of cancer most often come for the latest trials and the newest treatments. For example, CAR T-cell therapy, a treatment that gives kids that would otherwise be terminal over a 90% chance of being in remission. SickKids was the hospital that got the first Canadian child to the States to get it and was the first to offer it in Canada. That's just the start, and that's where you all come in. We now need your help to build a new SickKids that can do the types of trials and treatments that are coming from new research breakthroughs. These breakthroughs are only life-saving if there's a place like SickKids that's ready and able to deliver 21st century medicine. You are powerful people. You know lots of powerful people. I'm just 13 years old. And I need your help to use your influence and to raise awareness, funds, and persuade others to do the same. This weekend and tonight, you chose to spend it to raise money for kids with cancer and sick kids. Because of your help, you'll know that when the cancer kids are on their path to survive cancer, like I did, that you're an important part in their fight. And knowing that they'll most likely end up being admitted to SickKids means that you made a difference in not just one kid's life, but potentially hundreds or thousands of kids' lives. So thank you for being here tonight and giving like lives depend on it, because they really do, and they're my friends, and I really can't stand to see more of them die. Thank you all so much.